Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
53, Mike. Cut.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Derrick Henry. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. From the gun, here's Tannehill. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Smooth.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey.
59. Mike's 59. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch twist. Kill. Take 4.
Ready.
Henry. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. A little check down to Lindsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, you got deep? Joker.
General West.
Mike 54. Gotta do better.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
On the double.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's our time. It's our time.
80 weapons.
Switch. Check 43. 36. Check.
Hard.
Shit.
Fair. Go. Get it.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Set. 30 base.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
All day, baby, all day. Check safety.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Rush in.
22 jet bomber.
Mike 54.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we are tied at 7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go. Zoom. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Check 26.
Check out.
Leo.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Slam. Tighten up, tighten
up. Rock it. Ready.
Locked to throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jack Crawford. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
18 Gator.
Stop your whining.
X3. 218 chopper.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Line.
5.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But not a big gain with that play.
And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, exit. Let go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. Play action, it's Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it. Past the 50.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 15. And the Titans' first down.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. They set up the screen for Henry. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
Check 50, check 50.
There goes Melvin Gordon. Past the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon 98 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And he will not get there as the try for two is unsuccessful. And they will remain down by a point. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That's the rookie with the catch, A.J. Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
We got 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Go.
They'll run with Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Shift! Watch the shift!
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check.
Hey, lock it.
Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Be driven. Be driven.
A toss play. Gordon. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Out, 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 out.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Watch the safety creep.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
6.
Gone. Gone.
Shift, shift, shift.
Hatchet. Hatchet.
Yep.
Now Gordon. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Topper. Topper.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No.
Hey. High 7. Get it.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The kick by McManus is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. As the first half is winding down, and the Titans are going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. 30, the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Let's go, G. Tighten up. Let's go. Let's go.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He gets this one to Johnson. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with... Excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 yards.
Number 53. Mike 53.
They'll run it again with Henry. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
61. Matchbox. Mike. Hey. Wahoo. Get it.
Here's Tannehill. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. To throw it is Locke. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
218, chopper.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On first down, Locke. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Locke now on first down. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
18 Gator. Blue Jaw Porkers.
Time go. Jam.
Now.
Here's Lindsey. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsey so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsey. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
You got tight right there.
Now.
Get him. You got him. Mine's 54.
Go.
I got it.
On the ball. Ready.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And McManus able to put it through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Got it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
We own them. Ready? Go.
Now it's Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 logo. 6-6. Pull it high.
Brings up second and 7.
Check 99. Check 99.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Tannehill now to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Silver.
Bravo.
53 to Mike. 53.
They snap it to Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
I'm coming. Check 9. No. Off. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Bang.
Topper.
49. Check 49. Safe. Back. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check. Check 3. Slam. Share.
Hey.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it are not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Locke's throw caught by Sutton and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Clock now on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Clock now to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good stop, baby. That's baby stop.
On 3rd down, Henry. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
We want it. Come to my world. Kill. 61, Matchbox Lights.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Take 4.
Here we go on fourth. Tannehill. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tannehill. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
X3, 218, chop. Let's go.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That one good for 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Broncos, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.